It's gotta be Louis. Hello. It says continue autosave because I have technically done some farting around because I have written the next video that we're going to do, but I haven't played, like I haven't done anything that's saved. What we're going to focus on today is probably trying to get to military research if we can, because I want to set up protection for our base, so that's going to mean walls and turrets, and this base over here. Now we've got grenades. I'm going to try and craft, say, 20 grenades and a load of bullets. And I'm going to try and take out the aliens that are residing there because we can, really. You know, you find a what's it, indigenous population, and they've got good lands. You get rid of all them and you take their lands. I mean, that's what we do, right? Nice one, humans. Am I lit? Okay, God, my hair is looking inexplicable. There we go. Get this shower. Bloody pop filter. You can hear my popping. All you want. I should also definitely increase this thing. The mining operation. How many will I need for 20? I think it'll be about 200. So, oh, perfect. Love that. Right, finish stone walls. I might not actually get research like super duper on the go because I kind of want to stop this from consuming so much. Oh God, my dad's ringing me probably about the wall. I'll be right back in like 2 seconds. I apologize. Oh God, there we go. All good. What was I even talking about? Anyway. I'll shut the window now, so there we go. I'm a little bit better lit. Camera's a little bit... It's fine. I had to remove the camera because I did some freelance filmmaking. And by filmmaking, I mean going and recording videos for a business. It's very, very dull. But it pays the bills, so can't complain. One thing that I did do when I popped on is I'm going to set... Because someone made a very good comment on the first video that was these massive buffers are just going to create a load of pollution early on because these chests will hold like thousands of, well, yeah, thousands of these resources, and that's just creating pollution, which is going to make this big red blob get bigger and anger more aliens unnecessarily early. So we're just going to put some limiters on those chests for now. I think 200 is plenty. Not going too mad. So I'm just going to eat up as much iron as I can. In fact, I'm just going to sit here and let it come to me. I'm just going to make like 20 grenades and get us up to about 20 rounds of ammunition. And I reckon that'll be plenty to get us to take out that base. And taking out the base isn't, I mean, it's not really going to like stop them from attacking us. It just means that that base won't attack us. So we kind of buy ourselves some time before the pollution reaches the next base. So that's something at least. Yeah. We annoy the aliens into attacking us so that we are down defending ourselves. And so we are, you know, we have the moral high ground. We're not going out and eliminating and exterminating them. No, we're just trying to protect ourselves. Right, so I need like another 40 iron. Come on, any minute now. Just to get us up to 20. This is going to take like 4 years to craft because manual. Right, cool. While that is happening, what can I plan while that is happening? I suppose I could plan my walls. Let's get one of these tabs be our defense tabs. And we'll pull that back because we are going to need that. So I reckon if we get our first wall, what do we think? And I need my blueprints. So say we do... Ooh, whoa. That was a bit speedy. They do something like that. Ah, crap. Now they immediately just destroyed 2 of my belts. That's annoying. I also need to build some repair kits. Forgot about that. Would you believe it, folks? More iron. About 5 of those. That should be fine. So where do these reach up to? I seem to remember these getting relatively close to the water. So if we just use this wall kind of as like our natural barrier anyway. And then we do something like that, then how wide do you reckon it needs to come out? We need to get around this copper, so if we'd maybe do it to like this piece of water, means we can have a nice natural barrier there. Lovely. And then from this direction, I don't want to extend all the way to our oil. That's pretty excessive. We'll never get there in time. But I reckon if we kind of come from like the right side of our boiler, maybe this area where it sticks out, because there's no point building a wall there, because it's just a whole waste of wall. So if we go from there to about this point, I think. Just going to need to get rid of a lot of trees. And I only encourage this sort of behavior in a video game. If you do this in real life and get rid of all the trees, you kind of big time cringe, if you ask me. Oh, and we even get to go through that little bit of water. Isn't that lovely? Yeah, we're going to need to go basically to the edge of where we can see. Oh God, pressing all the wrong buttons. Right, I've actually built pretty much everything. Okay, a few more magazines. That should be fine. Ooh, we could actually go to the cliffs. Nah, that's a bit too far. Those are cliffs down here, aren't they? Onto cliffs, one of the worst things they added to the game, if you ask me. They literally just get in the way. They serve no purpose. At least like when water's in the way, you know, it's water, so it's a resource, it's useful, but cliffs are just a pain in the ass, man. Oh my God. Speaking of which, trying to navigate this bloody forest. Right, so yeah, if we go from like the pointiest point of that, and then I'm just going to kind of draw a straight line up, just give myself a rough idea. Oops. Oh, bloody head. Oh, I'm making right balls up of this. Right, so we just go like that. Oh, for God's sake, man. Beautiful. This can take us a minute. Although I should really be doing this via blueprints, which I will actually do. I'll start our blueprint on like the left-hand side. You want to set up your first walls where you're most likely to get attacked from. The problem is we're about to get rid of this. Base, so we've got no idea where we're likely to get attacked from next. Why is that's why. Oopsie daisy. And we've ended up with. My bad. Set the blueprint and it's fudged it all up. There we go. I'll be running smoothly. I also have repair kits, so I'm just going to quickly fix these parts. Chances are we'll probably get attacked on the way, which is just fine. We should have plenty of ammo to take them out. Early bases, like bases slowly expand over time, so super early ones and super close ones are extremely weak, so we should be able to take these out, no problem. Like, look, there's 2 buildings and like 1 defender worm, so let's get the grenades in hand. We can find them anywhere in this area. I'm just going to draw these guys away. Grenade or one, yep, or 1. Just going to spam grenades in the middle of this until we take everything out. Boom, there you go, base, taken care of. So now we don't particularly have to worry about this direction for a little bit, until the pollution gets much further. It'd be nice to know where we're going to attack from next, so I can plan that. Oh God, I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Would this cliff be a good place? This cliff might be a good... Oh, there's oil right there, actually, so that is a good point. So, what I might do is bring this wall to a close there, and then this can be like a little oil area to get through. I'm still going to place some walls, just to keep it safe. And I'll probably go from the bottom of this cliff to this water there, just so I have a little bit of expansion area for our main bus. And bear in mind that when I make a video on this topic, I'm definitely going to go against my own advice, because I'm definitely saying don't overexpand early, and that's pretty much what I'm doing. But, you know, do as I say, not as I do, and all that shit. For God's sake. Oh, for fuck's sake, man. Right, now we need to make a factory for walls and a factory for turrets. And both of these, I'm not going to, like, for signs, I want 1 per second. For almost everything else, I am not bothered in the slightest how efficient it is, as long as it gets done eventually, especially like stone. Stone isn't going to take 2 seconds. The thing about stone as well is that it will work on like this sort of system, but it only needs 24 to empty a full belt, so that's good. What we could do with doing is, I don't know where to place it, because I've placed these in very inconvenient locales. I could place it like just right here. It's like there's not really much else you can do in that space. So if I do something like, hang on, let me just plan out where my main copper bus would go, you know, in an ideal world. Yeah, something like that would be fine. Just leave a couple of gaps. That should be plenty. And then we can actually get rid of 24 of these. I believe it shows you everything you get rid of. So if we just get rid of 24. And then I'll just kind of need to rebuild the starting bit. Like that. And again, I don't think I'm going to build the entire thing in one go. It's just simply unnecessary. Where's the nearest stone area to us? It's right there. I could grab this one, but that'd mean going outside of our planned walls. I suppose this way I could do something pretty stupid and like mix the coal and the stone belts here, so I don't have to run 2 all the way around. And the robot's going to end up there, uprising and overall human civilization. I think that's happening next week, from the reports that I've seen. So, you know, enjoy it while you can. Soon we'll be just working as slaves for big giant robots with huge metallic tits, which actually sounds pretty rad. So sign me up. Anything to free me from this capitalist hellscape, you know. Wonder what robots would go for if, you know, they did overtake everything. Well, given like all the current AI stuff, isn't it like, you know, it's so easy for the AIs to just fall to like becoming a Nazi because they're just plugged into the internet, and that's unfortunately a lot of what the internet is. So if you gave control of the world to a robot, it'd probably just become a Nazi, which, you know, a little bit upsetting. Very upsetting. But, yeah, not good. The chat robots read too much 4chan. I think anyone that reads any 4chan probably reads too much 4chan, you know. Oh, wait, no, I do need to run. I was thinking I could run them and avoid... oh, wow, a mouse button opens the inventory. Did not know that. Avoid running both belts there, but I just realized if I ever, like, scale this up and it contains everything, like it's a full belt situation, I will need to run the 2 belts anyway, so I'm just gonna need to do it. Where shall I run this? I think I could just go like and then over the main bus. That's not too bad. Cheeky underground. Actually, I'm going to leave 2 gap. Just a decent habit. In this scenario, I don't think it's going to make too much difference, at least not right now. But, nevertheless, good habit to be in. Oh, did that far enough. There we go, and that is going to come out pretty perfectly. And I can probably just run the coal. Oh no, I can grab the coal from where the copper goes in. I might as well just set up the exterior belts at the very least, and then just add like, you know, 4 furnaces at the bottom. No harm removing the stone here. We're literally going to need it to make the furnaces. We're out of belts. Lucky for us. My genius system of science should be crafting us new belts. And just stockpiling a few of them off to the side. That being said, I can't remember if I put limiters on the chests. So I've come down here. Yep, can only have 300 of those, and can only have 150 of those. That's great. I mean, eventually getting a factory that... We're going to build something called a mall eventually, and I'm not going to lie, I'm going to use someone else's blueprint because those things are insanely complicated. It's probably going to be Catherine of Skies. She's really, if you like into super duper in-depth Factorio, she's definitely the person to look at. Because she's insane stuff. Like, look at this. This is one of her malls. Probably... Which one are we going to use? I can't remember. Anyway, you just input everything into those bottom bits, and it crafts basically everything that you need. And it's pretty insane. Is that expandable into that? I think it is. I think this one is just that one, but with the part on the left. And red belts. Which, of course, we don't have. Sag. Big time Sag, for sure. Right, so now we're going to need to route in the coal. That said, I'm probably just going to do it... Oh, wait, no, I'm not. No. I'm going to do it from here. Means I need more iron. Just have the iron in there. Oh, God, I need another underground. Bloody hell. You literally can never have enough iron in this game. I mean, you can never have enough anything. I suppose that's kind of the point of Factorio, but in particular, iron just seems to always need more. I'm going to need another fucking underground belt, I just realised. God damn it. On the bright side, we are getting backed up in the science area, which is excellent news. After that's backed up, I'm probably just going to expand what we have rather than doing anything too complicated. So we're going to set up the wall. And then expand our mining and smelting operations. And then probably... continue with the research after that. I mean, you can take any approach you want. If you're really going for like the speed runs, then obviously you want to, you know, clear the research as fast as possible and get into space and all that, but if not too, but why is that not working? Did I place a ghost? Apparently I did. Right, there we go. So, that should get fed down to here. We should be all good. I'm just going to go grab some inserters. And by some, I'll grab like 100. What's everyone been playing recently? Factorio, of course, because you better be doing it. The government requires you to play lots of Factorio. So, actually, no, man, I'm trying to make it good. Why you should play it. The government asks you to do something, don't do it. Especially being vaccinated. I'm joking. I'm joking. Yeah, what's everyone been playing recently? What are the popular games right now? There's been a load of sales on, which is obviously good. I'm just going to make sure that my browser isn't eating all my resources. So what Factorio is really... When do we get choo-choo trains? Much later. Much later. Choo-choo trains... I mean, we can actually probably research them relatively fast. So we've got engine. Then you can get locomotive. So if we get that and logistics too, it's not miles away. Well, in terms of how many research projects, it's not very far away. But in terms of like how close I am to actually doing it, it's pretty far. I'm not good at trains either. They are difficult to manage. Yeah, I can honestly make like the wall factory down here. I'm fairly sure it's just one part. I'll obviously have to shift this if I ever need. Actually, I might be right. Alright, well, we're going to get rid of cliffs anyway, later. I need cliff explosives. Oh. I need more iron. So you, my friend, are going to make walls. I'm gonna put them in there. Should probably actually move it just a tiny bit further away. And have this is a splitter. Look at that. Your purpose in life is to make walls. Wrong with that. Grand purpose. So let's go like that then. If we needed 3, we could have 3. For now, something like that. Oh yeah, it's definitely gonna need 3. I think it needs more. It needs like 2 or 3 fast inserts. Right, so how many? Let's go for 3. Right, so that's chugging along. So what we need next is turrets. Turrets, we're definitely going to limit the chest to only have like 1 stack of them because it's just way too expensive if we didn't. We can probably fit it in this little area. Now, I know this is meant to be reserved for main boss stuff, but let's be honest, not much is going to happen. So I'm just placing that down as like where our final area could be. Because for these, actually, unless I could do it right about there. I'll probably do it just down here, just to give us a little bit more space. But that should be just fine. Like I said, we're not focusing on efficiency for these. I just want them steadily chugging along. So that's all that we need. So that is going to make us iron gears. That is going to make us turrets. So the other thing that I need to feed into this is going to be copper and iron. Well, I only need 1 belt for that because I can split them. So let's have, say, that belt like that. No one like that. Not like that. Because the iron is going to need to go here anyway. Perfect. Should work just fine. Now I just need to actually build everything. So I'm going to need probably 3 splitters, I think. 1, 2, 3. And probably a bunch more undergrounds. You know what? Let's just grab that because we're going to need it. So we could have the copper, honestly, right there. As for the iron, we can pull it off just a little bit later. Like, honestly, the next one would have been fine, but let's just do that, just because why not? Just need to connect that up to our main bus. I know these underground belts seem very excessive, but it helps to build the habit. Get used to it. Right, there we go. We are going to struggle because, you know, iron. But what we can now do, I'm going to build a template of sorts. Template, blueprint, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to do one of those. So, you can do this, and then 1, 2, 3, and then you leave a gap. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. And that kind of gets you like a decently perfect split. And then we want to insert like that, because these turrets, of course, need ammo. Which we're going to need to belt to them, which is a bit of a pain in the ass, but it's fine. Could actually do them like that. Any games anyone is excited for of all the various conferences looking forward to Dragon Dogma 2? Hell yeah. If they do that, proper multiplayer, I'm going to lose my goddamn mind. That'd be so perfect aesthetically. I mean, that's perfectly there because these two like can. It just makes it like so you got perfect range. Damn it. I'm just gonna have to have it like that, and I'm gonna have to cry myself to sleep every night. So that right there is our little. Let's just call it straight wall. Right, turrets. There is a lot of stuff that I've been excited for. Unfortunately, I can't remember any of it. But the good news is, if we go like this, look like perfectly repeats. So as long as like the bits at the end are blue, that'll be a perfectly repeating blueprint thereafter. Obviously, I think everyone is like, even people that aren't like remotely interested are curious to see what Starfield actually turns out like. Because, you know, everyone looks big Papa Todd. I'm very curious to see what that actually like ends up being like. Spider-Man 2, obviously, how could I forget? I'm so fucking excited for Spider-Man 2. I love Spider-Man PS4. Miles Morales was like, I mean, it was just more Spider-Man. So I'm like, I'm not complaining. It just wasn't like anything super duper unique. He's like Venom powers, although Venom turned out to be electricity, so that was confusing. We're cool. But I'm excited for like actual Venom. If anyone played Ultimate Spider-Man on the PS2, you could play as Venom, and that was pretty badass. Yeah, honestly, they're seeming to. I think it's because like they're probably built. I mean, and this is me completely talking out my ass. I guess they probably built like the engine for Spider-Man, and so now they can kind of just afford to just throw things out the door pretty quick. We are going to need to do like a bit of magic here. Oh, Ratchet and Clank, they made it there every time as well. Hell yeah. I have the PS5 game for the PS5, obviously. What else would I have it for? But I just have not got around to properly playing it yet. So we can continue. The ideal thing to have for your turret situation, by the way, is a continuous belt that goes all the way around. So whether it goes this way or the opposite way, it doesn't matter. As long as it continuously goes around, that is ideal. And the reason for that is it just helps, like, if you say you have like 50 mags just on the belts, if they're all just sat at the end, the only turret that is going to be able to reliably not refuel, it's going to be able to reliably like give itself more ammunition is going to be that one on the end. Whereas if they're constantly going around, you know, there's a chance that every single turret that needs it can grab it as it goes past. I think I'm just gonna have to figure out how to fix the corners when we get to them. I could set up a corner blueprint, but I mean, I will. It's just honestly easier to do it this way.